Want to use a PGR in your cereals but have no time for a separate pass? Manipulator PGR can be applied as early as 1 tiller. Just add it to your herbicide to reduce lodging, increase harvest efficiency, and maximize yields. Talk to your retailer for more info and to confirm acceptable tank mixes.
Tobin here at the Commodity Classic. I am at XiteBio now, catching up with Doug Tigges. Doug, how's it going?
Yeah, we're having a great show, Bernard.
Awesome. Hey, talk to me about inoculants. Doug, I mean, where do they fit? I mean, you get a lot of questions from growers here, and you really different crops, different farms, a lot of differences for different farmers.
Yeah, so we get a lot of questions from growers, and the first question they ask is it easy to use, right? Because if they're not easy to use, they really don't want to use them. People don't want to have to change their practices, but they want to try new things. Most growers that are here want to do better, right? And they're looking for ways to do better. So we want to give them easy ways that are effective and also give them a good return on their investment.
Yeah. Talk about, I guess, the crops they're fit in. I mean, we hear a lot about oil seeds, but there's much more to the story.
Oh yeah, so our products work on just about any crop in the U.S. and Canada, for that matter. I mean, we're talking about corn, soybeans, wheat, pulse crops, tubers like potatoes and sugar beets, vegetables. So we can go on a lot of different crops, and we can recommend the proper usage, the proper timing, so they get the best results for their farming or for their farm operation.
For farmers who don't know a lot about XiteBio, tell us about the company.
Well, XiteBio is a company that's been in business for over 15 years. The owner has experience in microbiology, growing biologicals, building and making biologicals that are good for farmers. It's very important to him that they're scientifically proven, that they also show a good return on the investment for the grower.
Yeah. And talk about that return. I mean, obviously, it comes down to yield.
Yes.
Putting more grain or oil seeds in the bin. What can we expect from a long-term commitment to inoculants?
So when we talk to growers, we tell them that it is a long-term investment. So like on soybeans, we'll use soybeans as an example. We always recommend that you inoculate your soybeans. And generally, like today's market conditions in the U.S., if you use our inoculant, it should only cost you maybe 1/3 of a bushel to use our inoculant, and you'll get a return typically of anywhere from 2.5 to 1.5 bushels. So figure about a 2 bushel return on your investment. So they're easy to use. They can be applied by a retailer. A grower could use them if he wanted to, if he had a seed treater, or he could go in furrow with them too. So there's different ways to utilize the products. But at the end of the day, they still have to be easy to use, and you have to see a return on the investment.
Yeah. Hey, with XiteBio now, I mean, what's the big product you're talking about here at the show?
So we're featuring 2 products here at the show. It's pretty exclusively our soy rhizo. It's a premium inoculant. It's been on the market for a number of years, and growers have normally seen, like I said, the return on their investment in terms of performance, about a 2 bushel yield advantage. At the same time, they know the product, they know it's easy to use, they know the seed, it goes on the seed well, and it plants easy. The other thing we're talking about is our Yield Plus. It's a phosphate solubilizer, and what it does, it's a biological, a patented active ingredient, and it helps unlock tied up phosphorus that's in the soil, make it more available to the growing plant. That's particularly important when we think about corn. Corn needs to get off to an early start, a fast start, and if you have phosphorus available early, that's a good thing. It helps, it also has a growth hormone in it, the access phosphorus, and it also helps with iron chelation in those soils that have higher pHs, particularly in the western U.S. and Canada.
Hey, talk about, I guess, the overall benefits. It really is, when we get it happening, we're talking about root growth, early plant growth, that real good establishment, right?
Well, stand establishment's important, and if you get a corn or any crop off to a faster start, if you start fast, you usually end up finishing strong. And finishing strong means you have a good solid crop at the end of the season, and that means usually more yield and better stalks, better standability, better dry down. There's a number of benefits that happen when you get off the crop off to a fast start.
Last question for you, and that is maybe some, when you're talking to farmers, what's some of the advice? I mean, like, I guess the challenge sometimes when it comes down to investment is seeing an immediate return. But you say, it's not one and done when it comes to inoculants.
So generally with biologicals or any product, you're looking for a long-term investment. So 7 out of 10 years you see a positive return. Not every year you'll always see that positive return, but we'll guarantee that if you use our products over a 10-year period, 7 out of 10 years you're going to see a benefit. Another product that we should probably talk about real quick is that at Commodity Classic, one thing that's unique about it is growers are interested in learning about new ideas, new things, right? I mean, they want to up their game, right? And one thing they could do is we have a product we're talking about is Opti Plus. And in this group of farmers, there's a lot of growers that are trying to grow over 100 bushel acre soybeans. And to do that, they're doing dual inoculation. They're doing it on seed with our soy rhizo, then in furrow with our Opti Plus. And that has a 2-component system that has the Rhizobia japonicum and also the Yield Plus component that helps get that plant off to a faster start and gives you more potential to reach that 100 bushel yield goal.